About 12 to 15 years ago, I bought my first electric lawnmower, and the battery technology has evolved greatly since then. I needed two at the time to finish my yard, and they were big and they were bulky. And now we've got these batteries that can easily mow 10, 15,000 square feet before the batteries go to low. And look at your drills, all of your hand tools anymore, they're all batteries, and look how well they are performing. So those of you that are a little bit hesitant to make the leap over to electric lawnmowers, think about that for a little bit. Plus, you're not having to deal with those doggone spigots on those gas cans. They are a lot lighter, much quieter, give you a good quality of cut. Today, I'm going to look at one. Wild Badger wanted me to take a look at their 18-inch, 40-volt electric lawnmower. I'm going to open the box, take a look at its features, and then we're going to mow with it and see the quality of cut and see how this thing does. So, let's get started. No official review video would be complete without opening the box. So I always like doing this because you get to see what you're going to get when it's shipped to you. This one, actually, the whole box, it probably weighs in the neighborhood of maybe 60 pounds, which there again, that goes back to how light these electric lawnmowers are. This is a 40-volt battery charger, and obviously 40-volt battery. Here's the handle. It is connected, so I don't want to go pulling on that. Oh, there's the bag. Look at the bag. I like the top of this, and it's actually fairly well made. Some of them are all this mesh, and that one's got the plastic on the top, which makes it a little more stringent. This is, let's see, there's a go and stop on the top. I'm going to take it that idea of the direction. I'm kind of curious what this is. A couple of arms. I assume that goes on the mower. Let's get those out. And here's the mower itself. And I'm going to have to watch back here with, that's what I'm talking about. See how light? And it's very easy to mow with. That probably in the neighborhood. I will weigh this and give you an idea how light this is. Okay, here's the battery. And it looks like to me it's about the same size as your drill. So it's going to be fairly light, easy to deal with. Yeah, there you go. That's all there is to it. So now I'll go in the charger. I'll have to charge this up. So as soon as we get this thing charged, I'll get it all together. We'll go out front and we'll take a look at some of the features. Give you an idea what's in the box. Here's obviously the mower, the handles, and then there's two screws on the outside. This is a no-tool assembly, which I really like. You have the lower arms, then you have the bolts that hold the lower arm to the upper arm with adjustments to where you can collapse it and store it, and of course the bag. On the lower arm, you want to line up the 2 points, and then you put your bolt in. Then simply screw the bolt in, and that tightens it down. Okay, continuing with the no-tools assembly. There are 2 holes on this upper handle that you can adjust according to your height. I'm a little bit more than average height, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the lower hole. Now, there again, this is a square nut. You can see it here. It goes into the square hole, and that prevents you from having to have a wrench to actually assemble it. So you've got to line up that little square in there like that. I'm going to put it in the lower hole. Then I'm going to take my washer. I'm going to put that on. Then I'm just going to take this, and I want to go ahead and put it on to where I'm actually tightening it on this side. This allows you to move this and adjust the handle, and you can collapse it for easy storage. There we go. Might have to move that around just a bit to get it in there. But you can see how easy this goes together. And then you don't want to get it too tight, just enough to where you can move this handle. I'm going to have to loosen it just a bit. Don't want to over tighten it, I guess. And there we go. Now for storage, and this is what the feature this gives you. You can go ahead and turn these to the outside, and then you simply collapse it like that. So you don't have that handle sticking out in your garage. Then when you want to go ahead and mow again, you come up, put these back, and you're ready to go. Height adjustment. I checked this. One thing about push mowers, and I would say this about all push mowers, one thing you need to do early in the year, particularly if you have a mower that has an adjustment on every single wheel, you want to check and see if the height, okay, because you go by the notches, right? It's second notch, third notch. You could have actually this one on one notch, this one on the same notch, and you look at it, and this one will be cut shorter than the back because sometimes they get bent, sometimes they wear over time. This lawnmower, and I like this feature, one adjustment for all 4 wheels. In addition, I also checked and made sure that all this deck is square. It is exactly the same height as all of them. Something else I like. This cuts at number 1 is 1 inch. Number 2 is 1.5 inches. Number 3 is 2 inches, and so on and so on and so on. Each notch, it goes up a 1/2 inch. So it's pretty easy to know what I call your bench height of cut. Why we call it a bench height of cut. Put it on a bench and you measure it, and that's your height of cut. It goes clear up to 3 inches. All charged up and ready to mow. I'm going to put the battery in, just like you would a drill or any other piece of equipment. Let's go. As all mowers do, they do have this safety arm. It's pretty easy to start. All you do is press here and give this a pull. And we're ready to go.
I'm not big on bagging, but I did want to see how the bag performed. And it did really well. It collected all the grass, didn't have any clippings on up, and this little feature here, it pops up when the bag is full.
Now the bag's full, and I start pulling on this, and I'm going, well, that's not coming off. So you actually have to lift this because there's a groove around here that locks that bag into place. So that way it's not going to rattle or fall off or anything like that. And when you lift that up, it's very easy to take off. And that bag's pretty full, so it's got a pretty good capacity. I'm going to finish this yard up using the mulching feature. So I'm just going to pop this right back in there. And let's get this yard finished.
For those of you not familiar with the channel, I overseeded this yard on August 28th of 2024. It is now July 22nd of 2025, and you can see there in the lower left what it looked like when I was overseeding it just last year. I've been very happy with the varieties that I've put on this grass. I have several videos on home lawn care, including overseeding videos, fungicides, herbicides, insecticides, just about anything you could possibly imagine.
All right, just finished up, and we have 7,600 square feet is what this yard is. There is, and I like this feature, a little battery, and I don't know if you can see that, but you press this button, it tells you how much of the battery is left, and I've got over half the battery left. So that's pretty doggone good. So for those of you that are worried about battery, there again, we're just mowed 7,600 square feet. I'm a little bit of a fast mower, and I probably cheated a little bit. I'm not sure if that was 100% charged because I wanted to get going on it. So the batteries are actually working very well nowadays. So anyway, you're looking for an electric lawnmower. This one's not a bad choice at all. It seemed like it cut very well. The only thing about it is it would have a surge, like fast, and then would go slow, then surge, and then go slow, just periodically. And maybe perhaps there's an adjustment thing in there that is telling that mower to turn on faster at certain parts, and it might have been the way I was walking. But other than that, that's the only thing that I really can knock, for lack of a better word, about this mower. It'd be a great choice for someone. I am going to leave a link down below where you can go get this lawnmower from Wild Badger, and they have other products too. They have weed eaters, they have chainsaws, and they actually have a post hole digger, and of course the lawnmowers. So, and they have various sizes as well. So you can check out their website. Their website is down below. Anyway, I'm agronomist Greg Phillips, and hope this helps. Thanks for watching.